Yes, that is right, MRBers. It is that time of year again. WrestleMania is just around the corner. So, with that being said, here are my predictions for WrestleMania 30. So before I get into my actual predictions for each match on the card, I'm also going to talk about how I would structure WrestleMania 30, starting from the very beginning match to the end match. And before I get on into it, I'm going to talk about the overall aspect of WrestleMania. And this is a 7-match card. Now, I'm very concerned about WrestleMania being a 4-hour show and only having 7 matches on the card, which tells me that some of these matches are going to be a lot longer than some other matches on the show. And if you put probably say 9, maybe 10 or 11 matches on the card, and if you have them paced right and you have them well timed, this will make a really good flow for WrestleMania. So I'm really worried and concerned about only having 7 matches on the card, depending how long which match is going to be and how short which match is going to be, how short that they're going to be. And I'm going to start with the pre-show match, and this is the first match that I believe that the WWE just does not know right booking. They don't know how to book matches. They don't know how to book championship matches at WrestleMania, because ultimately, at the end of the day, you have your greatest show of the year, WrestleMania, where every title should be on the line. And for that reason, I think the Tag Team Championship match should be on the card instead of the pre-show. And they do this every single pay-per-view for I don't know how long. And they done it last year with the Intercontinental Championship match between Wade Barrett and The Miz. It's ridiculous how the WWE pulls something like this. I think if they would have put this match in the actual card and have another match on the pre-show, I think the show overall will flow a lot better. Even though 8 matches is still a little bit, very little, it would, to me, make me believe that, okay, some of these matches are going to be a little bit longer than the matches that will probably ultimately end up being really short. And with all that being said, you have the Usos, Ryback, Los Matadors, and the Real Americans for the Tag Team Championships in the pre-show. And like I said, this does not belong there. It belongs on the WrestleMania card itself. And for that reason, I think the Usos will have to retain here. I think it's too soon for them to lose the Tag Team Championships. And when I really think back and look at the missed opportunity the WWE had, when you had the New Age Outlaws being the champions, and you had the Usos challenging them for the belts, I would have rather seen this than this. It's ridiculous, I think, in my opinion, of what the WWE is doing with the tag team division, because the tag team division for the past few months has been really good, and then they do this at WrestleMania during the for the pre-show. I can go on and on about it. So with that said, let's get right down to the meat and greedy, the actual card of WrestleMania. And the way I would book the arrangement of beginning to end. If you're going to make this show about Daniel Bryan becoming full circle to beat Triple H and to become the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, to me it would make sense if you put Daniel Bryan versus Triple H in the first match. Now, you know, when you have all the lights come on, the glitz and glamour of WrestleMania starts, the first music you should hear is da 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 da. You know, Daniel Bryan comes out doing the yes chants, and then you have Triple H come out. And the way I will book this match is just have Triple H ground and pound Daniel Bryan, making it really tough for him to beat him. That is how I think they should really portray and carry this match going forward. And you can have moments where Daniel Bryan is gaining momentum and then Triple H stops him. And this keeps going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until you have Daniel Bryan come out victorious. And the way he should win, I think, should be via submission, applying the yes lock to Triple H. And the way Triple H would tap is, you know, you just wait for it. He's in the submission hold for like 2 or 3, 4 or 5 minutes until he finally decides to tap out. And that is how I would book it. Just make Daniel Bryan look great coming out of facing Triple H, looking strong, and also in the same time making Triple H look really good as well, because ultimately at the end of this match you want to have both guys looking strong, even though one guy is going to lose. And that's the ultimate thing that I hope comes out of this match. Just have Triple H not making it easy for Daniel Bryan whatsoever. Moving on, now the second match I would book at WrestleMania is the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Now, in this match, you have a lot of people. There's 27 guys. You got the Big Show, Alberto Del Rio, Big E, Rey Mysterio, Ziggler, Kingston, Sheamus, Cody Rhodes, Goldust, Sin Cara, Brad Maddox? How in the heck did he get in this match? You got The Miz, Christian, Santino Marella, Brodus Clay, R-Truth, Fandango, Zack Ryder, Darren Young, 3MB, Mark Henry, Justin Gabriel, Damian Sandow, Titus O'Neil, The Great Khali, and 3 mystery people. And wouldn't it be a great surprise if you hear CM Punk coming out, it's clobbering time, and comes in and wins the Battle Royal? Wouldn't that generate a really huge pop? Oh, heck yes. Even though it's not likely that will happen at this 30-man over-the-top rope Battle Royal, wouldn't it be just great to see something like that happen? Just the thought of it would be great. Would be a great feel to WrestleMania overall. I think when it comes to this match, though, the one thing that the WWE is doing is that they're really favoring the Big Show. And a couple of weeks ago, I was actually okay with the Big Show winning this match because it's long overdue. I think Big Show deserves that moment in the sun where it will make up for a lot of his WrestleMania embarrassing moments, like Akebono and Floyd Mayweather. And this, to me, would, like I said, really make Big Show look great. Even though, yes, you can argue it's very stereotypical because Big Show is the Andre the Giant of this generation. So with that being said, you can throw in someone like a Sheamus or a Ziggler or even Big E or Mysterio to win this match. But for my prediction, even though I like Big Show to win this, and the only turnoff for me not to say that Big Show is going to win is because how the WWE is telling us for the past couple of weeks that the Big Show is the favorite going in, which tells me that someone else will probably win anyway. Now, you can probably throw in a surprise entrant, maybe like Evan Bourne, or you can have the debut of Alexander Rusev, and he's the guy to win the Battle Royal. So I'm going to go for Alexander Rusev, even though he's not technically in this match just yet. That is something I would love to see. It would be a great way for a big monster heel to debut at WrestleMania, to win this 30-man battle royal, and to solidify himself as the future. Coming up, now the next match that I think that should be next on the card is a match that I'm not really crazy about, and it's Kane and the New Age Outlaws taking down the Shield. And yes, you can make the argument that they could have done the route of having a triple threat match for the United States Championship, because let's face it, every championship at WrestleMania should be on the line. Indeed. You could have had Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Dean Ambrose in a triple threat, and I think WWE really missed out on that opportunity, as well as bringing up the Ascension to team up with Kane. That I would have rather seen than the New Age Outlaws being involved. So with that being said, like I said, I'm not overly crazy about it. To me, this match feels like this could main event something like a Raw or a SmackDown. So this will probably come off as a glorified the Raw or SmackDown main event, and that's the one thing I hope does not happen with this match. I hope coming out of this match, I would like to say, you know what, that was better than I expected. So I would like to see high hopes coming out of this match, because I don't have any high hopes. And after the match, I would love to have high hopes. And so for that reason, with all that being said, I think the winner, ultimately at the end of the day, you have the old school guys taking down the new school guys. I would have the Shield go over Kane and the New Age Outlaws. And now you have what's I like to call the match in the middle, the mid-card match. And John Cena is the guy that has been main eventing for the past few years at WrestleMania to now being in the mid-card for this year's WrestleMania. I find that hilarious. Breakfast Club does not rule this year. No. So with that being said, with this match, I would like to say, you know what, this was a really good match. To me, this almost feels like a sleeper. This could be a good match, but it all depends on how it's going to be laid out. How Bray Wyatt and John Cena are going to be able to wrestle each other ultimately at the end, because let's face it, John Cena is not the most technically sounded wrestler, and Bray Wyatt is still improving in the ring. And so with that being said, I'm on the fence to say that this is going to be a great match, because I just don't know. And so with that being said, I'll wait to see what happens with this match. And even though, like I said, this is potentially to be a really good match, and I hope the right thing, what's best for business, happens here. I think at the end of the day, you had the whole John Cena with the sheet mask on and the overalls on Raw, planting that seed of doubt to Bray Wyatt. And based off that segment alone, to me, I think the winner of this match should be Bray Wyatt, because like I said, at the end of the day, you want to have, your future guys get that rightful spot, gain that win over someone who's has been main eventing for a lot of WrestleManias before. And that's the one thing I hope that comes out of it. And if they do have a rematch at Extreme Rules, I would like to see maybe John Cena win Bray Wyatt at Extreme Rules. That way, everyone goes home happy. Everyone gets what they got, and everyone goes home happy. So I hope something like that happens. I think Bray Wyatt should go over here, and if they have a rematch at Extreme Rules, John Cena for the win. I hope something like that does happen for this match, and like I said, even though based off their styles, you just don't know if this is going to be a really good wrestling match, even though it does have the potential of being a good WrestleMania match. And that's the one thing I hope that does happen with this match. Now, when you talk about matches that you want to break up between serious matches. The right match to place after this match, the John Cena and Bray Wyatt match, is the Vicky Guerrero Diva Invitational, because let's face it, this is not a match that we're not really crazy over. It's not, one of those, oh, I'm really looking forward to this one. No, this is a downright filler match where you put this match in between important matches. Now, in this match, you have AJ Lee, Tamina, Naomi, Cameron, The Bellas, Natalya, Summer Rae, Rosa Mendez, Alicia Fox, Layla, Oksana, Emma, and Eva Marie. And when I look at these divas in this match, I would love to see someone along the lines of Natalya win. I think she's long overdue for a run for the Divas Championship, and I think she deserves it. They can go the route of having Tamina splitting with AJ Lee and have her run with the championship. You can go the route of Naomi becoming the Divas Champion, and quite frankly, I think that we need a new Divas Champion, because AJ Lee, let's face it, there's no substance with her being the Divas Champion. And with all that being said, even though I like to see someone else being the new Divas Champion at WrestleMania, the way that they portrayed AJ Lee for the past number of months, it just feels like it's too good to be true, because we've seen it. We've seen it on Raw and SmackDown, where she loses every single week, and then she wins at a pay-per-view. So I think, in my opinion, this is what the WWE is going to do. They're going to continue the pattern with AJ Lee and have her retain the Divas Championship, even though I don't think it should happen. I think this is what the WWE will do, and that is my prediction. AJ Lee retains the championship, even though I think someone else should be the Divas Champion. Now, the next match I will put in the second last match, Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. And going into this match, I'm not really crazy about the way they've been building this up, because let's face it, the way that they've done it, you had Brock Lesnar going over The Undertaker on Monday Night Raw with the F5 and all that, which was great. It was much needed for Brock Lesnar, and it is too late too soon, because the WWE had really good missed opportunities building up to this match to make me believe, oh crap, Undertaker could actually lose here. And they should have had moments where Brock Lesnar destroys Undertaker week after week after week after week, building up to this match, ever since they've done the whole choke slam through the table. And so, yeah, I'm not overly crazy about the way they portrayed this match, because this just feels like another number. Brock Lesnar feels like another number. He feels like number 22 going into this match. So I hope that the actual match itself, the in-ring work, is actually better than the build-up to this match. And under no circumstance will anyone ever beat the streak of The Undertaker. Undertaker for the win, 22 and 0. Oh, but wait, I got something better for you. I think, in my opinion, okay, there has been a rumor that Sting has signed with the WWE and will be at WrestleMania. Wouldn't it be really interesting? After The Undertaker wins the match with Brock Lesnar, the lights go out. And when the lights come back on, all you see is a baseball bat in the ring, and you get the idea. You don't need to have Sting actually have him appear on the show. You can just have his baseball bat, and fans will go, oh my goodness. So it would create a really good pop moment. It would generate a lot of really good reaction, I think. And to tease that, just to tease it just a little bit, have the lights go out, lights come back on, there's the baseball bat in the ring, and The Undertaker looks at it like, what the heck? So something like that, it will leave a really good cliffhanger and probably help build up next year's WrestleMania, Sting versus The Undertaker, WrestleMania 31. I'm already sold if they go that route. Already sold. And then, the way WrestleMania should end. Triple H, well, that's if Triple H does win over Daniel Bryan, which I doubt. It's not likely to happen. I just don't see it. So with that being said, based off my earlier prediction, I'm going to go for Daniel Bryan being inserted into the triple threat match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship between Randy Orton and Batista. And the way I would book it, I would probably have Daniel Bryan go over the champion. My overall thoughts about this match alone, well, let's just pick apart this. You have Randy Orton. He's been playing the third wheel with the whole Daniel Bryan thing, with the whole authority, and Batista coming back and winning the Royal Rumble and being the #1 contender. So if there's one thing I know for certain that will not happen is Orton retaining the championship. I don't see it happen. I see a new championship regardless who it's going to be. Now, if you go the route of Triple H, of course, you can have that element in there, the whole Evolution reunion. I know a lot of fans are going to really bash the triple threat if that does happen. And if it does happen, you can have Triple H win the WWE Championship. Bring out the shovels, because the Breakfast Club rules. So, even though I think the likelihood of that happening will not happen, I think at the end it's going to be a full circle moment with Daniel Bryan. He wins the first match, if it will be the first match on WrestleMania 30, and then he wins the last match. It would be a full circle moment for Daniel Bryan, for him to go over Triple H and then go over and to become the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Now, you have Batista as well. You have, the guy who comes in, makes his big return. A lot of people are hyped about it, and then they practically turn on him. And he's been running as a heel as of late, and I actually will not be surprised if they have Batista win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. I won't be surprised if they do it. You could put in Daniel Bryan to be in the triple threat, and ultimately at the end, it's the guy that the fans will cheer for. And if you have Triple H in there, the fans will struggle to who to cheer for. So just having Daniel Bryan in the match alone will have someone that the fans will get behind. Because Randy Orton's still playing the heel, Batista's still playing the heel. It really wouldn't make sense for Triple H to be in the match because he's a heel as well. So having Daniel Bryan in the triple threat would be a breath of fresh air for the fans to cheer him and to boo the other two guys. And you don't necessarily have to have him win the championship as long as he's in it. And like I said, it gives someone for the fans to cheer for. And that's what you want when you have a triple threat match. And what's interesting is that, remember WrestleMania 20, where you had Chris Benoit become the World Heavyweight Championship after making Triple H tap out? Wouldn't it be ironic if you had Daniel Bryan make either Batista or Randy Orton tap out in the main event, even though Triple H wouldn't be in it? Something to think about there. So I think overall, I think the WWE will do what's best for business. Daniel Bryan, this is his show. He beats Triple H, he becomes the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. End of story. And those are my predictions for WrestleMania 30. And my question to all you MRBers watching this video, what are your predictions for WrestleMania this Sunday? Whatever they are, comment below, let me know. While you're at it, you can hit that subscribe button down below this video. You can follow MRB Wrestling on Twitter, and you can like us on Facebook at the Make Rock and Bolt Wrestling Review Show. And on a final note to all you viewers watching, get plenty of rest, and always do your best.